Flashlight Final, fresh off an hour and 15-minute podcast for some reason about a pretty terrible soccer game. We have a few clips for you guys today. Not a ton, honestly, because there wasn't a whole lot of interesting things happening tactically here. It's the same story that you guys have kind of become accustomed to at this point. There won't be a ton here, but we do have a few things. Joe, I want to start, and really it's my only serious thing to do today besides my normal bits at the end of this. I want to talk about Latte Lots movement. And I said it on the podcast. I haven't thought he's consistently made the proper effort and the proper runs and the proper decisions when it comes to off ball movement. And he hasn't done it consistently, right? He's not in the right place at the right time because he's not consistently making the right moves all of the time. You're not going to get the ball every single time. You're
Hmm.
just, but you have to continue to make the runs and movement for the few moments that you do. That's part of your job as a striker. I'm not necessarily seeing that right now. Some of this feels mean and it feels over the top. Some of it feels maybe too Alfreda dad from me, but I don't know. I think when I pair my thoughts here with the clips and with the lack of production from him, I think it starts to become fair because he hasn't produced, you
Hmm.
know? And
Hmm.
sometimes you are going to be standing around as a striker. You are.
Hmm.
Like it's part of
Hmm.
it. The game moves around you and that's how you find space, but you still have to find those moments to make runs when you can. And I don't think he's doing that right now. So, first clip here. Obviously, you want to keep an eye on Latte Lot, but we'll go ahead and pull it up here. Um, it's a moment where Alexi breaks through some folks, and he actually does make a double move to the back post. It's kind of one of the rare double moves I've seen from him. And he doesn't end up getting the ball. I think Alexi maybe should have thought about playing it in, but
Hmm.
it's not a hard driving run. It's kind of
Yeah.
going through the motions. It doesn't really create a lot of separation. Maybe if Alexi hits a perfect pass to the back post, but the double move doesn't shake the center much at all.
Yeah.
And
It's
one of the
like,
things about Gigi's movement was those double moves were fucking vicious, man.
right, right. Yeah.
Don't do that from Latte Lot.
I don't think he really gives Moranchuk an option there. Like, I think, yeah,
Yeah,
like kind
like
of
it's not.
pretending like you're going outside and then cutting hard inside. Like, to me, that's like something that Gigi would have done.
Mhm.
And that makes you like open for a pass. Basically, he's like running the lazy corner fade,
Mhm.
just kind of. And hey, if you want to throw it over to me, I'll try my best, but it's
Yeah,
not really
maybe
that
I'll be
great of an
open.
opportunity.
Yeah.
It's probably why Lexi doesn't make that pass is because he knows it's like low percentage when he's just making that run.
Yep.
I also
And
think
that's
there's
good.
an element of like the team just consistently not getting into goal scoring positions and that being part of the reason why the play just breaks down. Because I've got one like
Mhm.
this where it's like they get into the button, the decision just it's not that the wrong decision is made, just no decision is made, which is like frustrating me with Alexi there. He just like doesn't really do anything with it after he skins two players.
Yeah, and then speaking of doing anything, that's just how I kind of feel about a lot of this, man. It just feels purposeless, the runs he's making. Like where if you're a striker, where are you going with this kind of soft jog towards the middle? What is your intention? What are you aiming to do? When the space to me, Joe, it seems like there is space near post. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're an effective striker, you're making that near post run pretty consistently. You're not just listlessly jogging in a straight line. Again, I'm being nitpicky here,
Mm-hmm.
but again, I think I can back it up with the lack of production that we've seen from him over the last few years. Like it's crazy to me that he's not getting near post here, to be honest.
Yeah.
What's your plan, dude? And that's a lot of it comes down to me. It's like, what is your end goal? What are you trying to accomplish?
Yeah.
And why are you not doing the things to accomplish them? I'm just gonna keep going.
I feel like it's like my parents, like when I got bad grades, like
Oh
yeah.
god, okay. Transition opportunity here, and we're jogging, and we're jogging, and we're still jogging, and we're jogging, and we're jogging, and we're still jogging, and you don't get to the ball.
Yeah, he's just never open either, and I don't know if he's like, okay, well, I'm pinning these defenders to me so other people can get open, but
Right. And like some
he
of your
needs to get open.
Some of your
He's
moments
the
for strikers are going to look like this, right? Like
yeah.
you're going to, but if you're making a hard driving run there and you're making an effort, maybe you do vacate that space a little bit better and someone finds this runner right here.
Yeah.
But it just
And for
seems so listless.
yeah, in all these clips so far, it's just like you're not disorganizing Nashville's back line. Like you're not making their defenders like really commit to you or turn their back and have to run with you
Mhm.
or run it or kind of mess up their shape to like track you as you move across the format. It's just kind of taking up space in that like, well, this is where a striker is supposed to be, so this is where I'll go.
Yeah. That might be the meanest of the bunch, I have to be honest. Like again, sometimes you're going to be static. Like I get it. Like you can't just bust your ass on every single moment because it'll just be offside the entire time. There's lines, there's limits to it, but I don't know. It's just so much of a theme. I've got like two more here.
I've only got 2 clips, so
Okay, we'll just keep rolling then.
we won't be long. Yeah, just go through yours. Mine are actually somewhat. I wouldn't say they're positive, but
Right.
positive about them.
So Atlanta kind of recovers the ball here, and he's walking still, he's walking still, and like that's doesn't necessarily result in anything, and it maybe wouldn't have if he'd been running around and sprinting after Atlanta recovers the ball. But I don't know, man. Like what again? What are you trying to accomplish with this? What's your plan? What are you trying to do? Why aren't you the one getting to the near post? Again, I feel mean. I feel like I'm probably over analyzing small moments to some extent,
Mm-hmm.
and someone could probably fairly call me out for this, but it's where I'm at. All right, one more. One more. Got a ball over the top. And this is the one where I maybe feel most justified. It's a ball over the top. And you
Yeah.
kind of jog to the top of the 18. You actually get beat by a midfielder or whoever this is. Is it Galarza? You get beat into the box by Galarza, who is not a winger.
Hmm.
And again, it's like, what is the goal? What are you trying to do? And you're not going to accomplish it. That's all I got.
Yeah. It's frustrating.
And
It
again,
does
I,
feel.
I
I
have
mean,
a
in
bunch of clips
general,
from last week too, where it's the same thing. There's the
yeah.
movement isn't there.
There's
It's
no
not.
there's no cutting edge or bite to the team in the
Hmm.
attack, which you kind of rely on your striker for. So it's tough. All right. It's not going the right. Oh, here they are. So here's the first one. It's a nice pass by Cooper to get the ball into Jay Fortune, and Jay just unfortunately does not make a decision here, which I just feel like has been um, thematic of this team. Like
Hmm.
he can play Latte Lot through right there. I feel like it's begging as a right-footed player, just begging for that right-footed pass into Latte Lot, but he just doesn't make a decision and just gets run down from behind. That's a great pass by Cooper.
Yeah.
But just need better. You have numbers here. Like if we freeze it, you've got 3 players running against 2, and you've got 2 trailing national defenders. I mean, this is a prime opportunity here, and they just don't take
Hmm.
advantage of it, which is happening way too often. They just don't take advantage of their opportunities.
And that is one of the moments where Latte Lot did do the right thing, spacing wise and everything like that. It's
Kept
just
his
the other
distance.
moments where he's not.
Yeah.
You know.
And then just the other clip I had is why can't I not click it? Shoot. Hold. Here we go. This is just like where I think that there's something here for Atlanta to build on in terms of the attack. This is the one I was describing in the podcast that we recorded. It's like it's a through ball to Alexi that he cannot catch up to, but he is in position. And I still say, like, while Alexi struggles to cover ground, I do think he actually has some decent, like, just because he's got some touch, like he can win the ball in these situations.
Hmm.
So eventually he's able to win the ball back. And this is the period. This is what I'm talking about right here. That's coming up as like where I think Atlanta needs to build, because these are the areas of the field where I remember the 2017, 2018 Tata Martino teams being absolutely ruthless with the
Hmm.
combinations like Gressel, Tito, and Joseph, or you would just have these little weaves that would happen in this corner, and so it doesn't come off ultimately, but like these little passes, like I love that attempt. I think it's the right idea. they just need to refine it and obviously execute on it better. But that's where I feel like there's something for this team. And maybe if you do have Alexi playing as a striker, again, we talked about this on the podcast episode, but maybe he's able to like come over and play a little bit more with some of the wider players who have some athleticism. So I just wanted to like try to find something that wasn't, because like I think the image that I think is in everybody's mind coming out of this game is like, Latte Lot getting bodied off the ball that leads to that second Nashville goal, or any of these other just like individual mistakes that we've made. And I appreciate you, even though they were like errors. It's like, it's not like an isolated thing. Like it's a consistent issue that I think is holding back the team. So that's basically it for me. I know it's not something super exciting, but honestly, when I went back and I was rewatching, part of me wanted to just like kind of clip a good solid 5 minutes of that first half, just kind of in fast motion, so you could see Atlanta United controlling the game. I also thought they did a better job, especially in that first half, of something that we criticized them for recently, which is like not having pressure on the ball when you need it. That allows passes. There was pretty consistently someone in a Nashville guy's face when they were in possession, which was good to see.
Yep, and they were better defensively for it, except for the moments where the press just got broken. But for the large part, they were the better team for chunks of that anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I felt almost as bored watching this as I did the DC game. Maybe more bored, honestly. There just weren't any interesting tactical things happening, to be totally honest. Then Nashville just not executed them.
I thought it was interesting that post game Tata Martino is like he goes I think he said, I think we created 2 chances that I can remember. Like, I mean, really critical of his own team for not creating some of these enough chances, and so it's kind of concerning considering he's like an offensive coach, but. But again, it's not. I don't know how much the coach can actually do about some of these just execution errors, So.
God, we've been here before. We live here. It's not that we've been away. We live here. All right, we ready for the jokes?
Oh yeah, we got jokes. Yeah.
We got some bits. Yeah. The first one might be hard to pick out, but keep an eye on the top of the screen, and Matias Galarza is going to point at somebody, and then Cooper is right behind him and is also going to point at the same person, and no one's ever going to get there. Do we see the double point?
Yes, they.
And then he's just open,
and they're both like chasing.
So Galarza says, "That's your job," and then Cooper says, "Hey, next guy, take care of that for me," and then he's just open.
There was actually a similar thing that happened in the game last week in the phase that led to a goal against Chicago, and it was Baez and Miguel pointing at the same guy, who then played right through them.
Rough. This is, instead of Havoc Cans Hoyos, this is Havoc Brain Hoyos. I just wanted to watch it again. Because what on earth are you doing?
He's committed. That's what he's thinking too. He's like, I can't leave now. Like I've come too far.
Incredible moment for Bill. At least he got the foul. Like you have to foul in that moment once you've messed up that badly.
Yeah.
Truly, I absolutely no reason to go out in this moment. I've never even seen that, to be honest.
This is when Nashville goes, all right, everybody, they've got a user keeper. They got a user keeper.
Exactly.
Hit it near post.
And then my favorite from the week, we'll close this out. There's 2 things you need to keep an eye on. One is Matias Galarza in the bottom left corner. And then watch Tata's reaction to this moment as well. So Tristan Muyumba gets the ball there. Right here. And can we see where the ball should have gone? Can we see the run Galarza is starting to make? Can we see the space Muyumba has in that moment? It obviously goes backward. Galarza seems frustrated, and Tata does a "Are you freaking kidding me?" in that moment as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Tata's in hell. We're all in hell. Welcome to the film room.
I just want to say one thing about Muyumba there, which is that I think he's trying to adapt to this position, and I think he's like trying to do the right thing by not giving up possession and taking risks. But again, that's why it's like if you have a 6 there who's more comfortable in that spot, and Tata has comfort with and understands, then you're going to get a lot better play in those kinds of circumstances. So that's it.
All right, Joe. Good
You ready?
shifts.
Get
We
out
put
of
in
here.
90.
All right.
Let's get out of
Yep.
here.
Hey, another one coming thick and fast on Wednesday.
Oh,
So.
Lord. All right. Bye, y'all.